Hello, welcome back to another video tutorial here at GeekatPlay Studios. My name's Gary Miller. Alright, so we're going to get started creating an old building. And I'm going to start off by creating a cube. Let's elongate this a little bit. Now I'm going to come over here to Vertex Modeling and free Tessellation. I'm coming down to this third one, which is Tessellation by Slice. And that tool is going to work well for this because it'll cut a slice all the way through all four faces here. I'm going to hold down the shift key so that it will automatically snap to the center here, and I'm going to just click once, validate that. Now I've got a slice all the way through, and I'll come back and use it again. I'll click there and hold down shift, click there, and let's move these in. I'll use my select edges, loop that, and I'll bring these in just a little bit. There we are. Okay. Come up here to select faces, select both of those faces. Actually, I'm not going to select both of them at the same time because I want this to look rustic. I don't want it to be perfectly symmetrical. So I'm going to do a lot of eyeballing on this because I don't want it to look real perfect. Select that edge, bring it down, select that edge, bring it down. See, that's the kind of non-perfection that I want. You can kind of visually tell that this is not perfect, and that's kind of what I'm aiming for. Alright, select faces, select these bottom pieces, and I'll just go ahead and delete them. Select edges, select those two bottom edges, come over here to my edge tools, use this second one, extract around, and I will bring it up to, oh, I guess right about there. That looks fine. And let's use the Tessellation tool again. I'm going to use the second one, hold down shift and cut a line right down the middle there, shift over here, and let me undo that, hold down shift, and there we go. Okay, whoops, I missed it over here. Let's try that again. Hold down shift. Let me actually select the tool. There we are. Shift. Okay. I think somehow I got an extra one in there. That's alright. Okay, I like the diameter as this for a door. That will work just fine. Maybe it could be a little bit wider. No, actually though, I think what I'll do is I will bring the height down just a wee bit. Maybe expand this out a little bit more. Alright, select faces. I'm going to remove that face. I'm going to select that one and I'll extract that. I'll call this door, and we will extrude that later and make a door out of that. Okay, so here is our building. It looks to be a little wide, so I'll select the back of it here and bring it in a little bit. Okay. Well, let's start off with this piece right here, this side wall. I'm going to extract that piece. Now what I want to do is create some additional geometry on this piece so that we can kind of deform it, make it look like it's old and sagging due to its age, poor construction, and just time. So let's use I'll use this one. This one will work just fine. Just cut some lines in here. There we are, and I'll cut a couple here along the side. There we are. Grab some points here, and I'll just pull them out. pull those out. And now, because if I were to create this model all over again, because I would use an old wood texture on this, the boards would be going up and down vertically. So I don't want to be selecting lines and pulling it out this way. I don't think that would look very realistic. Maybe it would. If I did, it would only be a little bit. On the other hand, since the boards would be running vertically, I think pulling it out this direction would look far more realistic. So that's just something that I would want to keep in mind, what material you'd be using on this and how you would go about deforming your building. Okay, that'll work. I guess I would want to maybe pull this one out just a little bit. Pull that out just a little bit. Okay. Now imagine a wood texture on this, say, that looked like a bunch of boards, and I'd say that's a pretty good looking profile. Okay, let's come over here to our roof. Select faces, and I'm going to extract that roof. And why I'm naming it, I don't know. I'm sure I'll do something here in the next couple minutes where the name will be changed all over again. Okay, select that edge, and I'm going to change the orientation of my widget here to selection. And now it's, see, this was what it was before, world. If I want to extend it, well, now it pulls away from the edge of my building. If I change the orientation of it, now the widget is oriented to the angle of this polygon, or this plane here. Just saves me a little bit of extra work. Okay, as I said, I'm not going for absolute precise perfection here. I want it to look old and poorly constructed. Alright, let me enable the visual mode here that I can see my edges. On my roof here, I want to add my edges here in the same approximate location as my wall. So come over here, free tessellate, use the tessellation by slice, and I'll click there, 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 there. That'll work. And I will click there, loop that, click there, loop that, and I'm going to create a couple extra edges here on the side. So what do I want? I want this one to bring these edges in just a bit. And I will do that one more time. Okay. Now I need to add some cuts along the geometry of my roof going this direction, so I will use the same tool. There we are. Make sure you're on the edge, the outside edge. Whoops, it did not like that. And it did not like that. Let me undo that. And before I screw things up, let me save my progress. Alright, well, let's try this again. Maybe it would be easier if I looped that and then just duplicated these. Let's see if, oh, there we are. It likes that. Alright, so I'll just duplicate these edges. so that the roof can kind of hang down over the side of the house. And there we are. You know, I'm not even going to do this side. You'll get the idea. All I need to do is one side and you'll see what I'm going for. And I think I will loop that and create some additional edges along here. There we are. Let's loop that. Let's add a little bit of a, we don't need dynamic geometry. Let's add a little soft selection to this. And let's see what we get. Probably, I need to raise that, increase the level of my soft selection. Let's try this amount. Let's loop that and give a little twist to that. Oh, we can't bring that down. Turn off soft selection, and I'm just going to drag this inwards a little bit. Okay, there we go. Select that piece, a little soft selection, and just add some irregular shape to this. I guess the trick in making this look old is spending the time and beating it up. And just beating it up. And we'll do a little bit on the front here. Let's add some, select some points. There we go. Of course, the more subdivisions you have in your mesh, the more detailed the distortion will. You will be able to distort this much more if you have a higher polygon count in your model. And this needs to come back like it's been dented in. Okay, well, that looks like an old sagging roof that either is sagging over a course of time or has seen a lot of stuff chucked up on there and it has become dented. There we go. Okay. I'm going to select these pieces here. There we go. Let's copy and let's paste that. What I want to do is make a small little piece out of this. To go on top of the roof. There we go. And let's widen it out a little bit more. And I don't want it to be this exact same size. select edges. Somewhere along there, there's an edge. Let me hide my roof. There it is. And let's pull this out. There we are. And we've got one there. Let's pull that one out. Probably select the top point there and raise that up. There we go. Okay, and let's bend this up a little bit. There we go. Again, it's just getting creative, and it really helps if you've got some good reference images. You can actually see where normal wear and tear takes place on old buildings, or just make it all up as you go along. Now you definitely want, in my opinion, you would definitely want to have some gaps where these little pieces overlap one another. It just adds to the, I don't know, the authenticity of an old piece of junk building like this. Okay, so this, I don't know what this actual piece would be called, but you know what, I'll call it crown. Okay, let's make a piece of material that will go over the top of the roof here. And I think I will make it, what do I want to make it out of? Here's what I'll do. Let's save our progress. Here it is, grid. Let me see, how many across do I want it to be? I will make it, let's try 20 across. Validate that. If I'm not happy with these results, then I'll just make another one. It's been a while, quite a while since I've made this model. Okay, I want it to lie flat, so I'll just use my lay on command. There we are. And let's lift it up a little bit so we can see this. Okay, that'll work. I'm going to use my select edges and select all of these inner edges here. I'm not going to select the outer ones. And now I will come up here, Vertex Modeling, and use, what's this one called? Extract Edge. I just want to divide these up like that. Change this to Selection, and this makes some sort of corrugated metal. There we are. Bring it up just a bit more. There we go. Click off of that. Perfect. Okay, this is the end of this tutorial. I'm going to do another one, and we will finish it up in the next tutorial. So that's it for this, and thanks for watching here at GeekatPlay Studios. My name is Gary Miller. Have a good day.